बोला कि भाई आपको कमाने की क्या जरूरत है, ऐश करो हस्बैंड के पैसे पर और मजे करो। व्हाट वाज योर रिएक्शन?
मेरा रिएक्शन उस वक्त बहुत अग्रेसिव नहीं था। जो मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट किया वो इसी एपिसोड ने किया कि तुझे क्या ज़रूरत है।
जब शायद आपने शुरुआत की उस टाइम पे तो पीआर इतना बड़ा था भी नहीं।
पीआर का फुल फॉर्म भी मुझे पीआर इंस्टीट्यूट में पढ़ने के बाद समझ में आया। 6 महीने लिटरली जूते घिसे मैंने अपने।
एंड बाय दैट टाइम यू आल्सो गॉटन मैरिड। हाउ डिड यू हैंडल दैट ब्रेक? हाउ इजी और डिफिकल्ट वाज इट?
It was very very difficult, Sophia. Very difficult.
आपने कोविड के बीच में अपनी कंपनी रजिस्टर कर ली।
Finally, Communication Casa बना। हमने बहुत बड़े बड़े ब्रांड्स के साथ काम किया। We are working with paisavazaar.com. We are working with BL Agro. We are working with Leads Connect, which is an agri-tech company. Recently worked on a Hollywood movie. Recently did a movie with Nusrat Bharucha and Soha Ali Khan.
So that's a very interesting lineup.
Yeah.
You started PR way back in 2006.
Yes.
और अब 2025 में हम क्या डिफरेंस आपने देखा है इस इंडस्ट्री में ओवर द इयर्स?
ओवर द इयर्स ये देखा है कि पहले हमने जब शुरुआत की थी ना, इट वाज ऑल अबाउट प्रिंट मीडिया। धीरे धीरे करके प्रिंट मीडिया से हम डिजिटल पे आए। क्लाइंट का एक्सपेक्टेशन भी प्रिंट से डिजिटल पे लाना पड़ा, क्योंकि क्लाइंट को समझाना, एडवोकेसी करना, इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट टू मेक अ शिफ्ट, राइट। अब डिजिटल से हम धीरे धीरे जा रहे हैं यूट्यूब चैनल्स। इनफैक्ट यूट्यूब चैनल्स तो क्या, आपको सोशल मीडिया भी पीआर का ही डोमेन हो गया है। तो ओवर द इयर्स मैंने ये रियलाइज किया है कि अगर आप अपने आप को अपग्रेड नहीं कर रहे हो तो आप एग्जिस्ट नहीं कर सकते इंडस्ट्री में। तो फ्रॉम ट्रेडिशनल मीडिया टू ऑनलाइन टू सोशल एंड आई डोंट नो व्हाट नॉट, and with technology coming up, the growth is immense. Your upgradation is immense. You have no boundaries to it. So that is what I believed. You if you are coping up with the time, if you are sailing smoothly with your time, you'll be able to achieve what you want.
And when we talk about entrepreneurship, how has the journey been? Because we did speak, we did touch a few aspects of it. But entrepreneurship is a lot of things. Like I know for sure that you are available on text at any given point. This is a joke between me and Manauti that she would message me around 4ish and I would reply back around 4:50. Manauti, sleep. Instead of responding to the message. So why is that?
4 a.m. We never sleep. See, people say that entrepreneurship is easy or you are your own boss, but I'm sorry, it's not the truth. The truth is that you have to be on your toes 24/7, even if your team is amazing, and I'm blessed to have an amazing team. But still, you have to be on your toes because you never know, in a world of dynamism, in a profession which is so dynamic, you actually can't sit quiet. I completely understand that sleeping is important, but there are people like me who, like you also, who don't want to sleep. That. Yes, who don't want to sleep, who just want to work or be available all the time.
As a woman entrepreneur, I'm speaking about myself also and you also. Do we push ourselves too much? I mean, if you compare it to men, do we see men doing it 24/7?
See, no. It depends. At times they do when it is required. But we as women, I think, we love pushing ourselves because we know we have to achieve something. Right? अगर हमें उस लेवल पे पहुंचना है and you have your own set of responsibilities, वो तो करना ही है, right? उसके अलावा if you want to achieve something in life, you have to push your boundaries, right? It is for men as well, Sophia. ठीक है, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हम कहीं ना बहुत स्टेरियोटाइपिकल हो जाते हैं कि मेन को घर के रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज नहीं देखना है और फीमेल्स को देखना है। अंडरस्टैंड बिकॉज दे आर विद इंडियन मेन दे आर डिजाइन्ड लाइक दैट, बट दैट्स ओके। दे टेक केयर ऑफ अदर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज एट होम, एट वर्क। बट मुझे कहीं ना कहीं ऐसा लगता है कि अगर किसी को आगे बढ़ना है, दे हैव टू पुश देयर बाउंड्रीज, दे हैव टू कम आउट ऑफ देयर कंफर्ट जोन। कंफर्ट जोन में बैठ के तो कुछ नहीं मिलता है।
ट्रू,
मतलब यहाँ मेन और वुमेन की बात ही नहीं है। बट यस, जैसे आपने बोला कि वुमेन के लिए थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है, आई कम्प्लीटली अंडरस्टैंड एंड अग्री टू इट, बट पुश तो करना ही पड़ेगा।
And also, I've seen women would achieve this much and they would talk about it this much. Does that stand true for you also?
At least for me, I don't know about other people, but I had always kept myself very silent. ये आपको भी पता है. You know me for many years now.
Right.
इतना करते हैं, इतना करते हैं और इतना बोलते हैं. एंड ये मुझे लगता है कि मेरी पूरी टीम में ही हो गया है वैसे. मतलब मैं तो थी ही, और जो मेरी टीम मेंबर्स है वो भी ऐसे ही हो गया है कि थोड़ा दिखाते हैं, इतना करते हैं पर इतना सा बोलेंगे. आई डोंट नो व्हाई, बट मैं ऐसे ही हूँ.
But we're also living in an age where everything needs to go on to Instagram.
Yeah.
हमने ये किया on the gram.
बिल्कुल.
How are we dealing with that?
उसके लिए personally I am not very active on social media. Professionally the team is, because मैं नहीं कर सकती तो टीम को बोलते हैं.
And you've got young people in your team.
Young talent, very aggressive, very hyperactive. Superb team that I have. वो हर वक्त मुझे बोलते हैं, मैम यू हैव टू बी ऑन द कैमरा, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू शो योर फेस. आई सेड यू डू व्हाटएवर यू वांट, टेक माय पासवर्ड, create an account, whatever you want to do, just post it on social media. I don't want to come in front of the camera. And you know it, this is the first time. Right?
By the way, Manauti handles a lot of business clients, and we've also interviewed quite a few people through her. And every time a founder would be a little skeptical about how to go about it, and Manauti would say, no, you just have to go with the flow, you just have to talk about it. And so, when I asked Manauti that, Manauti, I think your story is also very interesting, I think you should cover it. She's like, no, what would I do on camera? I have no story.
So you know how difficult it was.
I know.
To convince me to come on the camera. This is the first time, but yeah,
we've been trying for quite a few months.
Yes. So yeah, on social media I completely understand that you have to be there. जैसे मैं clients को भी बोलती हूँ कि अगर coverage कराए और social media पे नहीं किया तो it's a waste. दिखेगा नहीं तो बिकेगा कैसे? So that is very important, right? तो अब धीरे-धीरे करके मैं भी preparing myself to come into that zone. कि ठीक है, कर लेते हैं सोशल मीडिया. थोड़ा सा कैमरा कॉन्शियस थी मैं, अभी भी हूँ, तो थोड़ा सा रील्स में कभी दिख जाती हूँ, या कुछ हम अपने कवरेजेस पोस्ट करते हैं, तो दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट. दिखेगा तो बिकेगा, एंड दैट्स हाउ आई बिलीव. ठीक है, क्लाइंट नहीं आता है पर ब्रांड बिल्डिंग तो होता है. It's exactly like PR. Client नहीं, we cannot drive your sales, but we can give you good branding.
Right.
We can make a name for you. So that is how social media also works. Right.
When you talk about branding and social media, a lot of people say कि PR का मतलब सिर्फ ये है कि मेरे articles publish होने चाहिए.
Right.
And I feel that's a very wrong notion of approaching PR. Absolutely. What do you think is the right strategy to go about it?
ये जो नोशन है ना, ये जब मैंने PR करियर शुरू किया था 2006 में, ये तब था कि PR का मतलब सिर्फ कवरेज यहाँ प्रिंट में दिखना चाहिए. दैट वाज द ओनली थिंग. But over a period of time, I have also realized that the client has become more, उनको पता रहता है कि क्या उनको चाहिए. They have become more knowledgeable about what sort of branding they are expecting out of a PR agency, right? So PR is not just about getting articles. PR is holistically getting your brand evolving from nowhere to somewhere, right? चाहे वो आप आर्टिकल्स कराओ, चाहे वो आप कवरेज कराओ इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्रेस रिलीजेस, चाहे आप उनकी स्पीकिंग अपॉर्चुनिटीज लाओ. नाउअडेज पॉडकास्ट इज वन थिंग. यू गाइस आर डूइंग एन अमेजिंग जॉब.
थैंक यू.
दिस इज वन थिंग जो हर क्लाइंट को चाहिए. दे वांट टू फेस द कैमरा, दे वांट टू टेल देयर स्टोरी, देयर नैरेटिव इज ब्यूटीफुल एंड दे वांट टू टेल इट. So that is a job of a PR agency. It's not only about getting one print publication for them. It is about on being the digital platforms. आपका SEO कैसा है वो भी, it's a part of a PR job. Getting influencers also is now a PR job. So I'm just loving it. The way we are evolving with time, the developments that are happening in this space is commendable.
And there is no boring day.
There is no boring day. I'm learning every single day. I sit with my team, which is a very young team. I sit with them and I say, अच्छा मुझे पता है यार सोशल मीडिया पे ये इंस्टाग्राम पे फोटो कैसे डालना है. So it's always a learning from your team members as well, because they are new brains, they are young brains, they have their own ideas. They are very well, they very well know that what happens on social media, what is trending content. So I sit with them, I learn with them. So that has always been a philosophy. बच्चे से सीखो या बुजुर्ग से सीखो या साथरे सीखो, बस सीखते रहो.
Great. अच्छा, over the years you've also been recognized. You've also gotten awards.
Right.
You just recently won some award.
Yeah.
And so does this give you a sense of achievement?
Yes, it does. लगता है कि हाँ कुछ तो किया है हमने लाइफ में. ये ना मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि छोटे छोटे स्टेप्स हैं जो आपको और कॉन्फिडेंट बनाते हैं, आपको और अचीव करने का मोटिवेशन देते हैं. सो दिस इज डेफिनेटली आई वन 2 awards recently. तो वो रिकॉग्निशन सबको बहुत अच्छा लगता है.
And personally, are you harsh on yourself? यार ये करा है और करना है.
Yes.
How harsh are you? How critical are you of yourself?
When I say I don't sleep, उससे ज़्यादा harsh तो नहीं हो सकता. I don't sleep if there is a timeline. Okay, so there are 2 ways. What I always believe that one is a easy way कि चलो फटाफट से कर लिया, करना है तो करना है वाला. एक होता है कि आप उसको तरीके से करोगे, आप उसमें अपने पूरे एथिकली करोगे. आई एम अ पर्सन हु ऑलवेज बिलीव इन एथिक्स. तो आप एथिकली अगर काम करते हो ना तो आपकी स्लो ग्रोथ होती है. दैट इज व्हाट आई बिलीव, राइट. एंड देयर आर मल्टीपल वेज टू स्टेप अप लैडर. बट क्योंकि एथिकली काम करते हैं, स्लो ग्रोथ होती है, तो मेहनत भी बहुत करनी पड़ती है. What I believe कि मेहनत से तो नहीं डरती हूँ मैं. I can be, I can give my 100% all through the day. मुझे रात को भी फोन करोगे ना, वैसे तो कम ही सोती हूँ, पर रात को भी फोन करोगे तो मुझे पता होगा कि क्या चीज पूछ रहे हो आप, उसका क्या जवाब होना चाहिए. You will never feel कि अच्छा यार मनौती को सोते हुए जगा दिया. So I'm always on my toes, and that is the thing which I think is the hardest thing to do with yourself.
Right.
Right.
Despite being so hardworking, who's been your toughest client so far?
I don't want to name it.
Let's go random. let's just talk about the incident that this is what happened.
Okay, so
we'll not name the person or the brand.
So there is a client who is never ever satisfied. There are clients who acknowledges your छोटा सा काम भी. Right. If you do tiny things for them, they'll acknowledge and they will be super happy. They'll be super, grateful. Oh, you've done this, done that. But with certain clients, there is no limit to it. इसमें आ गया तो इसमें क्यों नहीं आया, अब सेकंड में भी आ गया तो थर्ड में क्यों नहीं आया, थर्ड में आ गया तो सेवेंथ में क्यों नहीं आया. बॉस, you have to understand that we also have our own limitations, right? PR में हम हैं, we have our good relations with media does not mean that we can get anything and everything under the sun published.
Right.
It's difficult. You have your guidelines as a brand. The media can have their guidelines as their brand, and we have our own limitations as a PR person, right? But the brand does not want to understand at times, and this is one client. But thankfully, they have now started accepting the fact that yes, because might be they have gone to different agencies and worked with them and understood, oh no, Manauti was fine, she was doing pretty well. So yeah, उनके साथ ही काम करते हैं, but difficult है. और difficult एक जगह होता है जब clients बोलते हैं, oh मेरी sales तो हो नहीं रही है. Boss, PR is not driving your sales. It is not meant to drive your sales. Right. We are building your brand. We are not getting sales for you. Sales तो आपकी आ ही जाएगी ना, brand build होता है तो sales भी तो आ ही जाती है. So it's a very very slow process. So Sophia, I always tell to my team members as well, जो हमेशा बोलते हैं कि PR initial stage पे ज्वाइन करते हैं कि PR में क्या करना होता है मैम. तो जब ब्रांड बिल्डिंग करते हैं, ये करते हैं, वो करते हैं, बहुत कुछ करते हैं, मैं बोलती हूँ इट्स ऑलवेज, एंड फॉर क्लाइंट्स आल्सो आई ऑलवेज से इट्स दैट PR इज लाइक अ होम्योपैथिक मेडिसिन. वो स्लो असर करेगा बट लॉन्ग टर्म असर करेगा. तो डोंट गेट इनटू ओवरनाइट रिजल्ट्स. जस्ट सी कि वो आपको 10 साल बाद 5 साल बाद क्या रिजल्ट्स मिलेंगे. Everybody wants to get attached to a brand, and how a brand is built by a PR agency.
Correct,
right? तो आपको ये समझना बहुत जरूरी है कि ये ओवरनाइट सक्सेस वाला खेल है ही नहीं. राइट, इट इज अ कंसिस्टेंट प्रोसेस. तो आपको चलाना ही है. एवरी बिग कंपनी हैज अ PR. राइट, तो क्लाइंट्स आल्सो नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड, बॉस, गिव टाइम टू PR. तो वहाँ थोड़ा सा चैलेंजिंग हो जाता है जब क्लाइंट्स नहीं समझते हैं.
Right.
बट ठीक है, जो समझ आते हैं बहुत अच्छी बात है, जो नहीं समझते that's all right. So that's the thing.
And since we're on India's Business Legends, I'm sure we've got a lot of viewers amongst us
Right.
who are aspiring entrepreneurs.
Right.
So what would be your tips for such people, somebody who wants to get into the PR industry at this point of time?
So, first thing is you should work in the PR industry for at least 10 years.
Is it such a long game?
It is a long game because the industry is evolving every second day, right? Or every month or whatever. So you should know what is happening. Okay, you have built certain relations. For example, you built it in 2 years. So if you are aspiring to be a PR entrepreneur, you have to be a complete mix, right? A complete package of a business development person, of a media relations person, content writing, everything. It's a full-fledged game.
Right.
I won't say that young PR professionals or young entrepreneurs who recently joined industry and started their own agencies are not successful or they can't be successful. I deny that fact. But what I have believed with my experience, clients also see that how much experience you have in hand when you are coming as an entrepreneur or if you are representing your agency as a founder.
Right.
So it's important to work in the industry, in this dynamic industry, for at least a decade and then start off your own. But you have to be really, really passionate about PR. Passion के बिना कुछ नहीं होगा इस इंडस्ट्री में, right? This is what I believe. Second thing, just be true to yourself. अगर कुछ नहीं achievable है ना, don't make up your mind कि अरे ये तो मैं कर ही लूँगा. Then there are chances of failure. Failure सबकी लाइफ में हो सकता है, but अगर आपको पता है कि कुछ weakness है, try to overcome that weakness first and then go ahead. I think this is applicable with every profession. And just be focused. सोचा है तो करना है वाला scene है. So that is what I believe.
Very interesting, and your journey itself has been very inspirational.
Thank
So
you.
what are your future plans?
I would want to venture out into multiple cities with my own team. अभी तक हम लोग affiliate से काम कर रहे हैं, but I want to venture at least into metro cities and probably one office internationally. If I see myself 5 years down the line, yes, I want to work with big brands. I want to stick to the clients that I have and go on and envision myself working with big brands, more professional brands who understand the value of PR. That is my goal. And to have a great team, to have a bigger team and delivering good work like I've always been doing. That is the only game.
Awesome. We wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
And going by your track record, I'm sure you'll be able to achieve it.
Thank you so much.
And this was Manauti with us. I'm sure you found her story very, very inspirational. Do let us know if you have any questions for her or if you would like to know anything about PR and entrepreneurship. Bye-bye. Thank you.